Hello everyone, and welcome to Fire Emblem, the Sword of Heaven and Earth, a Fire Emblem 7 ROM hack by 38%. I'm really excited for this. This is an old Japanese ROM hack that released in 2016. And I'm super stoked. It takes place in the world of Elibe. It's meant to be thought of as a bit of a parallel universe and not any attempt to alter the canon. It's just using Elibe as a backdrop to tell its story. One of the reasons why I wanted to play this hack is, one, after playing Pikmin 1211's JP hack, I definitely warmed up to the idea of trying more Japanese hacks. And it's kind of like, you know what? The game doesn't really need to be like what I'm used to, I would say. And this hack I'd heard about. I knew it was kind of like a titan of the old ROM hacking community, especially in Japan. And Curb, back in 2017, created a menu translation to make this a bit more accessible and playable. So, I say is... yeah, here we go. Let's see. So at the very least, we'll be able to navigate the menus. Everything here is in Japanese. I do not know Japanese. I do know some Mandarin, so like I can understand like some of the words. Because Chinese and Japanese borrows some characters from Mandarin. And typically, they have like a somewhat similar meaning, so you can kind of get like I can kind of get like a rough gauge at certain points. But my knowledge of Chinese is also like pretty rough. I'm getting older by the day, and my time away from Mandarin and spending time in China is approaching a decade, so it's pretty rough. But I'm just gonna let the events play through and see what this is all about. So yeah, so I played JP hack and I wanted to play this. And then the other thing that kind of drew me to this hack specifically is that I was reading a long time ago when I finished Vision Quest a review from user Protagonist, and I distinctly remember him saying that he thought Vision Quest was like one of his favorite hacks next to this one. And I was really surprised because I'd never really heard much of anyone talk about this hack. There really isn't that much on YouTube about it. Marky Joe has like an old stream that covers some of it. I read a thread on Serenus Force that was like a screenshot LP, and Alesk and a few others were providing some translated notes on it. And it just looks like a very traditional Fire Emblem experience, at least from the outset. We'll see what this looks like when it takes place, or what takes place. But I'm excited to try something just totally different. And for me, this is about just trying something totally new that I'm not really familiar with at all, and showing it off, because I feel like these types of hacks are neat and we should be playing them. I'd love to see more stuff from the Japanese community, and I would hope the Japanese community would want to see more from the Western community and more sharing. I want to see what kind of ideas this hack has, because the hack ROM meta, as we call it, is certainly a different beast in each side of the world. So I'm really curious to see what this hack is all about. And we'll take it from there. So we'll just let this run for a bit. There are some links down below where you can read a little bit more about this and get the menu translation, as well as read a bit more about the hack itself. Yeah, but this he even the creator 38%, who apparently has disappeared, according to what I've seen on one of the threads. So they're hard to contact, but they basically said, I don't recommend it to those who don't like Chuni Banji, which I think is like distortions of an original setting for a fan work, or because he says, or they say, want to cherish the original setting. It's recommended for those who don't like it and don't care about the original setting. So I like Elibe, but I don't really care if like certain things are inaccurate for the sake of this story, because also I can't read it. Alright, so here we go. We got a 1-unit prologue. We got Sacae, who is our lord. I think, according to the thread I read, she's supposed to be like Wrath's cousin or something like that, like a distant relative of like Diane and Wrath. So I'm not sure how I feel about a 1-unit prologue, but hey, look, we have translated menus, lads. As long as I can play the game, right? Like, what I'm really curious about is how well the game can communicate stuff to me without me having to read it. Like, is the language of Fire Emblem universal? I think it can be. 1-unit prologue, though. Bold move. Put this FE6 music, though. So I like the Lin edit here for Sacae. One thing that I noticed about this hack as I was reading it, because I did a little bit of a playtest before just to see, you know, how it felt. It has like a very classic Fire Emblem feeling, which I am all about, dude. Absolutely all about. Bandito, which I'm absolutely all about. 13 damage. Yeah, you'll be fine. So let's do this. Just this very vintage Fire Emblem feel with the way the cast is built, and that I think is really cool. All right, let's use the terrain to our advantage here. Now we've baited him. This reminds me kind of like an FE12 prologue map, where it's a little bit of a puzzle. It's certainly not as painful as an FE12 prologue map. We got our first level. This is it. The run. A Roy level. Great. Good start. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Diane here. It's Sacae. I like the color of Saya's shirt. I also linked in the description, for those of you who are really curious, so I'm a hack-ROM nerd, and I like to read a bit about stuff, and there is a development blog that exists from 2015-2016, so when this hack was being developed. It's all in Japanese, of course, but you can Google Translate it and learn a little bit more about the development of the hack as well. While I'm normally not super keen on like hacks that take place in existing worlds, I feel like they invite criticism about your hack that otherwise wouldn't be there, because people get really fixated on the world and the lore and how, like, you know, certain characters would not say X or Y, or how it doesn't feel like you captured the character correctly. And it's like, that stuff doesn't exist if you just make your own thing. Oh, look at this guy. So I'm kind of, in a way, relieved to be playing something that, you know, has familiar visuals, but I don't really understand what's happening, because now I can't complain. But also, hopefully you, the viewer, won't complain either. Really just keen to see something a bit different. So that's the prologue. Let's check out chapter 1, because we have only gone for about 9 minutes. And we'll just do that. Look at all this world map eventing. We get an Armor Knight. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Oh no, it's the guy from Order of the Crimson Arm. The Braxians. Little side by side here. Some mid right and far right. Or I'm sorry, mid right and open right. Look at all these bandits. Oh, dude, this is just like, this is absolutely vintage. We We got our two calves here, the alien calves, and then we got the Arden ripoff here. So I'm not sure what the hell's happening, but we got 6. With the Heart Javelin. And then we got Rostov. This Cavalier, who I understand is kind of like your strength cav with his 2 skill. We got Grape, making hacks with food names for me. 9 speed. So Rostov is about power. Let's see. D swords, E lances. This guy's got lances too. We got Sagan, who is our Jagan Nomad Trooper, which is always a cool concept. One of the things I really like about this hack is that it takes place in like a nomadic setting. And then we got Eek. So again, I apologize if the names are actually incorrect from what they're supposed to be, but this is what I got. So then we got over here a lot of bandits, and then we got Gala, the brigand. Look at all these axe fighters, dude, and look at all my sword dudes. So let's see. All right, Sagan is just dope. All right, I don't need to overextend here. We can do a little bit with Grape. How much damage do you take, actually? You got 11 defense, and you do 15 damage, so you're taking like 4 damage per hit. You know what? It's not really worth it right now. Right now, it's not worth it. Let's just keep moving. Alright, no, nothing there. Simple map. Really simple map. Not crazy about enemy phase on the first turn. But I feel like in a low number FE, like this seems to be playing like very comfortably in like the traditional realm, which is okay. In a more traditional feeling FE game, I can roll with it. Look at Grape with the doubles. Okay. Rostov, let's go. Okay, I have very little. I only played through chapter 3. I have no idea who's supposed to be good. I'm just enjoying the hack, and that's kind of really liberating. Just playing it blind, using who I feel like using. The game is also going to do something else that I really like, and it's going to inundate us with units. Let's see, do you do 12? Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so... Eek. I like his palette. Actually, you could die potentially, but I'll just do this. And now you won't die. Okay. I think the hack is about like 25 or 26 chapters long, from what I could see from perusing Builder. There's very little information in English available about this hack. He's gonna take the train. Ooh, but look at Sagan with his copper horse. What a beefy Jagan. Eek. Yeek, dude. Alright, now Rostov. Can you finish this guy off with... Let's SoHaE. Let's go SoHaE. 97 hit on the forest. Let's go. Good classic FE. Teaching the play of the triangle. Early game maps. Swords versus axes. There's something really comforting when you just like you do the bread and butter stuff. It's something I admire about this hack. Just doing the bread and butter. I have no idea if supports exist. I'm assuming they do. Actually, I could probably find out very quickly. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to... Send Sagan in. I guess, you know what I could do? I could use him to meat shield, I guess. In true Jagan fashion. He's better at this than my Armor Knight. We're gonna give 6 a shot. In true FE fashion, the Armor Knight also probably won't be very good. So I'm definitely just gonna kind of run with my standard understanding of how the games work. Let's see, eek. Do some chip damage. I'm a big fan of Grape because he doubles already. Okay, let's go. 6! Nice. This guy gives me, like, Boars vibes with... Did an Armor Knight with 18 HP? Guys, don't do this. Give your Armor Knight a little bit more love. Alright, you're just gonna... pull some dudes. Okay, then you... SoHaE here. SoHaE is definitely going to need some strength to stay relevant. Has similar sounding to Lin. Roast stuff. Roast and toast them. I wonder if these are the actual names or if they're mistranslated. Ooh, will 6 get the snag? Nope. I'm gonna be playing this kind of, you know, fast and loose. I don't have really a good sense of difficulty. It looks like it's just 1 difficulty, so I'm guessing, just based on this, I'm guessing it's very much just like intended to be played like normal mode, which I'm super down with. Not every game needs to be crazy hard. I'm just looking forward to having a fun time with the hack. So I'll probably reset when I feel like resetting, and I won't reset when I don't feel like resetting, is how I'm really looking at this. And I'll probably just keep playing this in the background. There's a couple of other things that I plan to playtest soon. And so while those are being worked through, I will play this when I feel like playing something. So there's a lot of exciting and development stuff that I want to check out. But now that there's menu translations for different Japanese hacks, I definitely want to give more of them a try. And I say now as in, like, let's see. Oh, perfect. Sacae. Just don't crit. Perfect. Look at this Jagan chip damage, man. Well, I don't love the crit. I feel like Sagan would be a dope Jagan if he had, like, an Ava Road to Ruin training sword. Alright, who are we giving the kill to? I think it's going to the Lad Grape here. Actually, it might not be going to the Lad Grape. It may be going to the Lad Rostov. Let's go Rostov. Roast and toast him. Yeah. Okay, I'll take this. What do you guys like with your calves? Do you prefer, like, the power calf or the speed calf? I usually gravitate towards the speed calf, but maybe it'll be Rostov, the run of Rostov, but I'll probably just use both of them for a bit. Look at this dude. This guy looks like Sacae of Arcade from Dream of Five. I'm all about it. Grape, dude. He just looks so done. He's like, yeah, they named me after freaking fruit that they make wine with. 6. I think now they're going to escort that guy. That guy's a merchant. So this game gives us our supply convoy very early. And he's also already mobile, which is super epic. Lots of Cotties, okay. The SoHaE 2. Fire Emblem, the SoHaE 2. 5,000 gold, alright. Sick. So that's chapter 1 in the books. Pretty smooth play, very standard. I have no complaints about that. Really curious to see where this goes. This feels like it's going to be a very traditional Fire Emblem experience, and I think there's something to be said for that. While I think some folks might say, you know, why are you playing something that's so like what exists already? And then there's a part of me that's thinking, well, if it's not broken, why are we fixing it? And I find a lot of comfort in very traditional Fire Emblem games. There's just something about it that just pleases me. And I think it's just because it's so familiar and simple. And this so far feels very familiar and simple, but with a new twist. Now we're nomads. And we got grape and roast stuff. So we'll see where this all goes. But everyone, thanks again for watching. This is Sword of Heaven and Earth, a Fire Emblem 7 ROM hack by 38%. Check out everything in the links below. I'm very keen to see what this is all about. And I hope you are too. So enjoy, be safe, and I'll see you next time for Chapter 2. Until then.